Hi everybody, I'm going to do a Apologia science curriculum review today, so let's jump into it. So here are the Apologia science curriculums that we currently own. Luckily we were gifted a couple of them and managed to get a couple used at homeschool events and stuff, so but I have bought some new and I think it's worth it, so. This is the Young Explorer series, so it's great for elementary school age, probably even up to middle school for some of it. I will kind of show you the workbooks as we go, but we've got the astronomy one gifted to us. We have not really done anything with it other than like kind of look through it and stuff, so I'm looking forward to hopefully getting to do that, but my kids just haven't really been super interested in it yet. But we will probably work it in hopefully within the next, by the end of this year. I'm hoping to be starting it maybe next summer. Right now, we had started botany this spring when we were planting. So we've been working on it throughout the summer a little bit at a time. We don't homeschool, we homeschool all year long, but we don't do a heavy curriculum load. So we kind of just do history and science sporadically over the summer and do mostly just reading and math practice through the summer. So, but this is a great little series on botany and all the plants and in-depth things, and it has all these different activities listed in it to do. So each lesson has ideas for activities or experiments. It also does, all of their series do this, where they have different activities for a younger student, and then they also give you the ideas for older students. So you can look kind of at this is the notebook journal, but they also have a junior version. So we have the junior version of another one I'll show you, but it has in like big vocabulary crossword things, different, just fill in information and color your own art of things. Let's see, we've done some of the things at the beginning of the book. I try to, so draw your own of all of these things after you've learned about them. A lot of write the answers in, which my daughter doesn't really enjoy, but she has done it. This was an experiment. We did something similar, but we didn't use the checkoff sheet, but it was a good idea. It gave us an idea of how to make it work for us. But yeah, just lots of little, here's a seed pack to start collecting the seeds that we were learning about, petals and all that kind of fun stuff. So it goes really in depth, has lots of activities, so you don't really have to worry about finding anything else on your own. So I love these journaling books that are available. You do buy them separate, they don't come as a set, but I think they're definitely worth it. We have the zoology series, which is actually a 3-book series, and that is pretty much what we have used since Grace was in kindergarten until we got botany this last year. So they love animals, so we've done each section twice, so we really like them, and it's all from a young Earth perspective. So it talks about, you know, things were created on which day. That's the titles if you didn't miss that. Flying creatures on the 5th day, swimming creatures on the 5th day, land animals on the 6th day. So it walks through all those. Each book has sections on prehistoric animals, you know, like dinosaurs and things like that, so give you an overview of how that fits into a biblical worldview. But yeah, just each section starts like, what is zoology, what makes a bird a bird. It goes really in depth about each little thing, but it teaches them awesome vocabulary. It doesn't really dumb it down for little kids, but it's still interesting enough that my younger ones will sit and listen to a portion of it. So that's nice. They can kind of sit and listen while Grace actually does more of the work and actually dives into the notebooks more. But lots of fun, beautiful illustrations. Like I said, they all have different try this activities and then journaling activities. So it gives you ideas to journal even if you don't buy their notebooking journal. So lots of fun things like experiment, so the best bird bath and things like that. So all of these come with some great activities. So here's a look at some fun activities that they have. So this one was the feathers, And so there's just different little, you could write the information on the back, gives them, they can use their own words kind of to describe things so they remember what it is, and write little, you know, fun facts and fun, just a little activity, and then it's fun, you know, it's like, oh, let's make the peacock have feathers, and so it makes it a little bit easier to get them to do a project like that they might not really be interested in otherwise. But then they also have like these little puzzle packets, so you can take them out and you obviously have to match them up to find which parts go together. So things like that, like little wheels that answer the questions. And this one's on migration and stuff, so cute little bird tabs that fly around that they had to fill out. I had to jerry rig that because I didn't have, you know, one of the things you're actually supposed to have, which I can't think of the name of right now. Coloring pages while they listen to you, which is really nice. Project pages, but a lot of times we just don't fill out project pages, but we do the project still. But lots of fun little activities. Then they have this copy work, whether you're doing print or cursive, so I really like that. Like I said, just lots of fun little, everything's a little bit different, so these are like little pop-up ones. So they got to cut it out, write their information on there, like little pop-up books for all of them. So there's that. That one is one of the junior ones. So it kind of has a lot of more hands-on fun ones. Same with like the ocean one. It's gonna have the copy work, and but it's still asking them to do a lot of stuff. So even though it's the junior one, I don't really start them until like 3rd grade doing it. They can do the pictures and stuff, but you can actually, I think, buy just the coloring books. So I've never done that. I just let them color the pictures or color something different while we're reading. But yeah, it's got a lot of information. So even Zakaya might like do some of these type ones, but even that amount of copy work for him would be too much for 1st grade this coming year. So different things like that. So keep that in mind. You probably don't need a junior notebooking thing until at least 2nd grade would be what I would think. So, but yeah, here's, like I said, the ones that are more for the older kids is a lot more of the project stuff versus just cut and paste things, so that way they're not bored. There are fun activities and there are cut and paste mini books and things like that, but it's just not as much as the junior ones, I don't feel like. But maybe it's also a difference between the botany and zoology, and I'm not really sure because I haven't seen the opposites of the ones I have. So, but we love this curriculum. So some of our favorite things about this curriculum. One, it is got a biblical worldview, young earth. So we love that it teaches that, and I don't have to try to read a text and edit it as I read it, or try to go into an evolution discussion every single time that we study it. Then number 2, I love the journaling notebooks. I love that I don't have to put any work into coming up with extra things for them to do. It's got the coloring pages for them, it's got copy work, it's got all the project forms. All of that is already there, and it's got great illustrations, and everything's ready to cut and paste. All I have to do is have scissors and glue, and it's great. Well, and we do a lot of colored pencils and stuff. Then also in the books, I love that there's all the projects and experiments listed in there. It tells you exactly what you're gonna need, so you can look at it ahead of time and have it all prepared, which I don't always remember to do, but it's nice that it's in there. Also love that it's kind of geared to doing it as a family. So they give you ideas for the younger kids and the older kids at the same time. So that's very helpful. I also love that it goes very in depth. It doesn't dumb it down for little kids even. I mean, it's geared for elementary, and it goes in depth and big scientific words that I'm not really sure how to pronounce, a lot of them, which also leads me to my next thing that I love about it. It is available on audio MP3. So my daughter is an audio learner, so she can just sit there and put it on and listen to it, and it's great, and I don't have to like lose my voice reading it because she could listen to it for a very long time. And I don't have to, if I am not sure how to pronounce a word, we can be listening to it on the audio and we kind of both learn it. Of course, that brings me to the only con that I really have for this is that it's an audio MP3 player or MP3 file. So if we want to listen on our regular CD player, which plays MP3s, when we play it and stop, it goes all the way back to the beginning. And so if we are 2 chapters in, it is like 100 like skips to get back to it. And so if you're not listening to it on a computer and can't easily skip it, it's almost useless to have it when you get past the first chapter or 2. So that's really disappointing because we haven't used it. Like we used it really a lot for the first couple chapters, but then once she'd stop, if she just has it stopped and paused, she can start right away again. But if for some reason it gets shut off, if she wants to listen to something different in between, it doesn't work. Because we used to have the radio where we can switch out between Story of the World, Mystery of History, and our science. And so we kind of just skip back and forth between them throughout the day. Well, it makes it impossible to do that when I can't easily get to the track that I need. So I would love if they had a way to mark it, or I don't know how they would do it. Probably just have CDs would be the easiest thing, like I do with the history curriculums. So, but overall, we love this curriculum. It's very easy to use. It's all put together for you. Biblical worldview, pretty much everything that we love is in these books. They have an anatomy and physiology one, or maybe it's just anatomy, I'm not sure. They also have, what are the other ones they have? I think they have a chemistry and biology one for elementary, but I'm not positive. I think both of those are available in the elementary level. But they have high school level stuff too. And we already have a couple that we were gifted that we're holding on to for the high school level. So we're really excited that we already have those and they're ready to go when we get to that stage. So comment below, do you guys use Apologia's science curriculum? What do you love about it? What have you found that you don't love about it? Are there things that I am like not aware of? Are there things that you have found in the other series that I haven't seen yet, or the high school level stuff? Let me know what your pros and cons are on these series. If you're just looking forward to trying it, let me know what age your kids are, and yeah, just share below, kind of open up the community, let everybody know what your opinions are, so everybody can kind of get a good idea before they go out and buy it, because I know it's hard to make a new purchase of something that you're not quite sure if it's going to fit. So if you have any questions for me, go ahead and put those in the comments and I'll try to answer them as best as I can. If you like this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, and make sure you subscribe and hit that little bell notification so that you will be updated on our new videos coming out. We'll do a lot of homeschool videos, a lot of day in the life of a stay-at-home homeschooling mom, a lot of our field trips, how we keep the toddlers and preschoolers busy while we homeschool the older kids. So sensory bins and all those kind of fun play activities. Also, if you want to see those, you can check me out on Instagram. I post pretty much daily on different fun activities for the little ones to stay busy, hands-on learning type things. So let me know what you think.